The UK Defence Secretary has admitted that Britain has lost control of its borders in recent years after more than 1,000 migrants crossed the English Channel in 19 small boats on Saturday. The annual total now 15,000, a 42% increase from the same time last year and 95% higher than in 2023. Joining me now to discuss this and more, author and Sky News contributor Ayaan Hirsi Ali. Ayaan, welcome to the program. Keir Starmer says citizens have every right, he says, to be angry about these small boat crossings. He says he's angry too. Well, fair enough. He says he's ramping up his efforts. But what's he doing here? Because this looks like just a whole lot of hand-wringing to me.
And that's exactly what it is. It's a lot of hand-wringing. I don't think he is sincere. I think he wants to sweet-talk the public into voting for him again in 2029. But what he really needs to do are four things which would make his rhetoric more credible. And the first one is obviously to deport immediately anyone who enters the United Kingdom through these small boats. The second thing is to hire military contractors to slash the small boats. This is an idea that was floated by a former British soldier, James Glancy, in an interview with Winston Marshall recently. And the third step is for Starmer to say he's going to withdraw from the European Convention on Human Rights, because it's that legal system that frustrates the UK's ability to deport people they don't want. And finally, obviously, it is to end these welfare benefits. These illegals, they are brought in, they're put up in hotels, they're given free food, shelter, healthcare, school, and that's an incentive, that's a magnet for them. So if Starmer were to do these four things, then I think his words would be more credible.
You know, you're spot on. When we faced a crisis in the John Howard era, we've had two times, John Howard and Tony Abbott, both times the boats were stopped. The Indonesian president said to Australia, take the sugar off the table. Stop allowing these people to arrive in your country and giving them all the benefits we were talking about there. But the other thing we did in Australia is we had the Navy at our northernmost border. I mean, why don't the British Navy once ruled the world, right? Why isn't the British Navy there in the Channel and doing exactly what you say, turn the boats around, literally turn them around and have some sort of barricade there to say you will not cross the Channel and put your foot on English soil? Because you can do that. A sovereign nation can do that. It just requires political will.
Exactly. And that's exactly what's missing. And Keir Starmer thinks, and his Labour Party, that he can sweet talk the public, that he can say, he can pretend he's doing something without doing anything. But just given the scale of illegal immigration and all the unintended consequences of that, I think the British public have had enough, and I think he's going to be voted out of office. What will happen to the Labour Party is what happened to the Conservative Party last year.
I guess, you know, the other thing that not many people want to talk about is the nature of these new arrivals. I mean, they're not women and children fleeing refugee camps in the Sudan. I mean, these are young men. They pass through a number of countries, and under the Refugee Convention, if you really are a refugee, you're supposed to seek asylum at the first safe country you come to. They're not doing that. They're wanting an economic outcome. But as I say, there are a lot of them young men, and that's causing problems of its own.
Young fighting age men. And I think many of them, we're also putting our heads in the sand about this. Many of them, I saw some of the footage, and one of them was holding his index finger. Many of them were holding the peace sign, but one of them was holding his index finger up. That is the ISIS, the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria back then, which is a radical terrorist organization. And so we really don't know who are the people who are on these boats, and it's causing a lot of problems. When I talk to British people, they say they feel as if their country is being invaded and as if this is being facilitated by their own political leaders.